Why kickstart something like this and not just say, I'm going to get all my money from VCs?
Do you like free money?
Who doesn't?
What if I told you there was a way you could raise free money without giving away any equity?
Right.
The reality is actually a little more complicated than that. But that's the really easy sell. There were some traditional investors and other companies that were interested in virtual reality, and it probably could have raised some money, but it would not have been the kind of money that wouldn't have been the kind of money that we were looking for at any kind of reasonable terms, which makes sense because virtual reality is at the time, it was an entirely unproven technology that had never seen a single consumer success. Kickstarter was nice because we didn't have to convince investors that they would see a return on investment. We just had to convince the people who actually wanted to use our device, mostly gamers and game developers, that we would give them something really cool. So we were able to sell directly to the people who believed in us and wanted our product rather than going through a middleman who was just looking for a return on investment, which I think really, really helped us.
Now, you're not promising return on investment.
Oh, and also we lost money on the Kickstarter project overall, just to be clear.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah. We grossly underestimated the amount of time and money and resources it takes to make thousands of something in a Chinese factory. Yes, we didn't make money on the Kickstarter units, but what we got from the Kickstarter that was more valuable than the money was the developer support that we were really looking for and to get it in the hands of as many people as possible. This was a way where we could get a lot of developers using it at as low of a cost as possible. Like our long-term goal was, let's say that we had sold them for $1,000. We might have been able to make a couple $1 million, and we would have sold them to a lot fewer people. There'd be a lot fewer people that have tried the Rift, that were building things for it, that were doing anything with it. And that doesn't translate into billions of dollars of value. It translates into a couple $1 million.
But still, when Facebook bought the company, there were some of the Kickstarter backers who were like, well, why aren't I getting any of this Facebook money? Is that a downside or potential hazard of Kickstarter? Is that people are so invested in the product, they feel like they're part of the company?
I think the bigger risk that most people run in backing a Kickstarter is that they never get what they were promised, which is usually what happens. I mean, by the time we got acquired by Facebook, we had shipped all of the Kickstarter units more than a year prior. So we definitely delivered on all of our obligations. I like the idea of crowdsourced, of crowdfunding and giving equity to people, but until I think it's Part 3 of the Jobs Act goes through, it's currently illegal in the United States. So, fuck the man, right?